Hello, welcome to today's lecture. And in this class, in this lecture, we will deal with the very smaller one but important and the last article of the unit 2, that is, energy is not transferred in a stationary wave. See, in the previous period, we deal with the energy content in a stationary wave, and few important point we noted that the since stationary wave is formed by the two oppositely traveling identical progressive waves, so it has been observed that energy content in a stationary wave is double that of a progressive wave. Okay, but another important part is that the energy current in a progressive in the two progressive waves comprising a stationary wave, that is, one is traveling in forward direction, another in reverse direction. For example, one is incident wave and another is reflected wave. So their energy currents are identical but in opposite directions, and therefore the net energy current in a stationary wave is zero. That means energy transfer in a stationary wave is zero, or energy is not transferred in a stationary wave. The same we will prove mathematically, or we will analyze mathematically the statement that energy is not transferred in a stationary wave. So, we know that the excess pressure in a stationary wave set up in a fluid is given by, according to our previous article, P equal to Px sine 2 pi Vt by lambda. And if it is an open end case, in that case, the velocity of the stationary waves is given by u equal to dy by dt equal to 4 pi av by lambda cos 2 pi x by lambda cos 2 pi vt by lambda. Okay. Let us write the same equation as u equal to ux into cos 2 pi vt by lambda. That means amplitude 4 pi av by lambda cos 2 pi x by lambda is now considered as ux, and u equal to ux cos 2 pi vt by lambda. Now we have obtained the velocity. We are now familiar with velocity of the particles and as well as the excess pressure or change in pressure set up in a fluid due to stationary wave. And in this way, we can find the work done or energy transferred per unit area in a small time dt. That will be simply product of P into u, that is excess pressure into velocity of particle, okay, and into the time required, that is dt. Okay, so this is energy transferred per unit area in a small time dt. And if we have to calculate the energy transferred in a period capital T, where capital T is period of the stationary wave, that means energy transferred in a wave, in a stationary wave, then we have to integrate pu dt from 0 to t, where capital T is the period. Okay. Now, what is the rate of transfer of energy? To obtain the rate of transfer of energy, we have to divide the energy transferred in a period t second by the same period t, and in this way the rate of transfer of energy is capital C equal to integration 0 to t pu dt divided by capital T. Okay, that is the period. And if we substitute values of P and U, we obtain the expression here. Okay, that is 1 by t 0 to t px sine 2 pi vt by lambda into ux cos 2 pi vt, okay, dt. Now px and ux are functions of x but not t, they are independent of t, so they can be taken out of integration. So 1 by capital T px ux 0 to t sine 2 pi vt by lambda cos 2 pi vt by lambda dt. Okay, this will be the next step. And as we know that sine a into cos a, this is equal to sine 2a by 2. So in this case we can write sine 2 pi vt by lambda into cos 2 pi vt by lambda, same sine into cos as sine 4 pi vt by lambda. Okay, and in this way we have this term, that is px ux upon and 2 is taken here. Okay, px ux upon 2 0 to t sine 4 pi vt dt. Okay, but important one is that here integration sine 4 pi vt by lambda dt appears, and the value of this integration is 0, since it is a sine is a function of period 2 pi and its integration over complete period 2 pi is equal to 0. Okay, so therefore in all c in equal to ux px upon 2t 0 to t sine 4 pi vt by lambda dt, this will be equal to 0. Thus, in case of stationary vibration, the transfer of energy across any section of medium is 0, or simply there is no transfer of energy in a stationary wave. Thank you. Thank you very much.